In the meantime, though, a legal ruling today has the potential to be a bigger upset for college sports than any win by a Cinderella team.
That ruling says college players have the right to unionize. The National Labor Relations Board could eventually expand to all college players on scholarship and could allow them to form unions to demand better working conditions and perhaps even pay.
So what do fans think of the idea? We sent KGUN-9 On Your Side's Craig Smith to find out. Craig.
Stella, college sports has been more about defensive lines and picket lines, but the National Labor Relations Board, the government body supposed to resolve labor disputes, says at least at Northwestern University, college football players perform a service for the school, get compensation in the form of scholarships, and live by workplace rules. So they are workers with the right to form a union. Northwestern players argue they're in a business that makes millions, sets strict work rules, but pays with scholarships. Labor regulators agree Northwestern players are employees, free to form a union to protect their interests. Former U of A players Jake Fisher and Jake Smith have worked for player rights. Their attorney advised them not to do a new interview, but they spoke earlier with ESPN.
I step forward for the future well-being, safety, health of, student athletes.
We're the only class of citizens in the country that can't capitalize on your value when it's at your highest.
We went to Cervezas to see what fans think of college player unions.
I think it's a great idea. Some of the kids, they don't get anything more than the scholarship, and the university makes millions on them every year just for student athletes to excel in sports.
You're going to school. That's what you're going to school for. These basketball players and football players and baseball players, all of these athletes, this is what they chose to go to university to do. So is it fair that someone who's going to come for a year to play basketball is going to get paid to do that?
Now we talked to labor lawyers tonight who think the ruling could apply to other schools, but they expect years of appeals first. The big question for now is whether a judge will allow player unions to open up and function while those appeals play out. Guy, Stella.
Thank you, Craig.